You are about to see the tale of two shops. This is shop number one. My buddy Jeff, right there behind me. He's hanging out in a Port Ludlow Pram. Now the boat you see behind me is one, we're gonna do a little compare and contrast in this video. So you can see one of the most common types of prams. This is from Spring Creek with a very classic look of the Port Ludlow Pram that Jeff is hanging out in right now. So it's gonna juggle between my shop and Jeff's, and we're gonna build them in tandem. And it's gonna be a good time. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
So before you jump into a build like this, you gotta determine what your end result will be. What works best for you when you're out fishing. So a very popular boat that you'll see out there is a Stillwater pram like this one here.
Yours will not have Kevlar. There are 3 of these ever made. Yours will not have Kevlar. Blur that. Sorry. Now he is just the posh one of 3 in the world who have this boat.
And that, when compared to the Ludlow pram, there are some major differences. Now we're gonna modify the Ludlow design just a little bit in terms of height, and that'll end up looking good for us and working well for us. Now I'm gonna show you some tasty B-roll of each one of these to give you an idea of what the differences will be. And that involves a tape measure, or stick. And look at that. Wait a minute. Wow, this is really, oh wait, golly, look at me. I use tape measures. Upside down and backwards.
There you go.
So there we go. So we got 14.5 from the ground level. Maximum width. She's pretty beamy. We're looking at 49.25 to the outside to outside. Let's see, all the way to the end, we're looking at 94.25. So overall,
What is that?
so that's the side itself, though, is right there. 15.5, that's what we'll say. Let's see what the beam is on this bad boy. Oh, she's a beast.
Is that the widest part even?
Woo! Look at that sucker.
It's great.
93.75, so just shy of 8 foot. So this boat is like, this boat is like 20 years old-ish, maybe a little older. And Jeff and I are just looking through this and kind of looking over the construction of the plans and what we're into. We're admiring the fillet, and this fillet material is just epoxy that's thickened with like sawdust or whatever, and it's structural. It's holding all of this together on the inside. On the outside, there's fiberglass. The fiberglass is like the structure, right? Mm-hmm. So you're running a coat or a layer or two of fiberglass for the outside, but this fillet material is structural on the inside and keeps things watertight too. But it's crazy. Like, me personally, I might end up putting epoxy in the bottom to create, like tape off, make a well, like a bathtub out of it. He didn't put epoxy coating in the bottom. Like, I'm sitting here thinking there's gonna be freaking leaks shooting up everywhere like a cartoon. Here, he's like, he just went with it. Varnish the bottom and call it a day. I don't know. And I love seeing the okume. Like, I paid a small fortune for this plywood, so why wouldn't I just like let the okume shine? Because this is 20 plus years old. It hasn't been used for a while. But this stuff, like, when you add some oomph to it, it's gonna shine. We've flipped over our sample pram here, and we're taking a look at the keel strakes, which protects the bottom of the plywood and the fiberglass, and also looks really fancy and helps some with stability. As you can see, these are 1 inch thick. I think that's excessive. It calls for that in the plans, but we're probably gonna modify to do something that's like a 1/2 inch thick. And then as you can see here, there's also aluminum put into these, and I think that'll make a big difference in just longevity. And it looks pretty slick.